Hello, D. Bethel here, creator, writer, artist of the webcomic Long John, which you can find at longjohncomic.com. Here with another sort of sketch, doodle, drawing, whatever you want to call it. This is the second of, I've actually many sort of experiment pieces where I'm trying to just become a bit more familiar and comfortable using Procreate on the iPad Pro. Something I picked up to help improve my process getting comics done, because it takes me a while anyway. And one of the interesting things I've noticed is that the pieces I take to completion, or were the easiest to get to completion, have been around X-Men characters. Maybe not a big surprise if you know me at all. The first one I did was of Rogue, which is of her flying. And this one was more just an idea I had of really putting Nightcrawler, the character being featured here, into sort of a more mundane setting. It allowed me to experiment with composition because I knew the character already, but what I wanted to do with these is really create an image that celebrated or was a scene for the character rather than just a portrait of the character. Wanted to emphasize the sort of the Nightcrawlerness of Nightcrawler, whereas he's also a very fun, happy-go-lucky kind of character. And the first sort of drawing I did that you saw me go through here was much more of like let me show you how good I am at rendering and really focusing on details. When I actually sort of went back and just tried to push the Dutch tilt, push the perspective, and really push him into shadow to create a tone that emphasizes one aspect of this character, which is what I felt like I was able to do with the Rogue piece as well. One of the few times I really could see a piece in my head pretty clearly and wanted it to come out. I think playing around with Procreate, I was able to do that to an extent and pay tribute to a character that's actually a lot of fun. Once I kind of did that redraw or that reapproach to it, it really fell into place pretty quickly, where I just wanted to push the darkness, push the nighttime sort of mode, and even to the point where throwing in some light background, something when I'm doing a doodle I don't tend to do. Color is really where you see me being the most indecisive, mostly because I think drawing Long John for 6 years now, my brain naturally goes to those 4 to 6 colors that I use in that comic. And when presented with the palette of the world, all of a sudden it becomes much more of a process of testing stuff out, seeing what works and what doesn't. The experimentation really comes through here, where I'm playing with textures and overlays and stuff like that, especially with the backgrounds. But I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. Check out Chapter 4 of Long John, available now at longjohncomic.com, and pick up the new book, if you haven't yet, at newlongjohnbook.com. I'm D. Bethel, and thank you so much for watching me draw.